Okay, good afternoon, and welcome back. We were talking about family last class, so we will try to speak about family and the way it is being done, the way it has been understood. If a sociology student wants to understand it, that what is family, what is to be done, what is there. So that is the best part to know that what is actually family, what is actually be to done. So last class when I was talking, I spoke about the clan, and I spoke about that how there are matrilineal, bilineal, lineages. I spoke about but when we speak about the lineage, we also speak about the residence, that what will be the residence of the person in case of family. So most of the societies have strong norms where the couple should commonly live, and that is known as marital residential rules. And we have a patrilocal residence where newly people come and stay with the husband's family. Everyone knows. Then we can have a matrilineal family, matrilocal residence where the new couple moves to the wife's house. Then we can have a bilocal where both the wife's family as well as the husband family stays together. And then we can have a new local, which is very popular, which we know as a nuclear family also, like establishing a new residence after getting married. So these are the type of residences which we have. But with time things change and things happen in a very different way. So in the changing family, sociologists have trends in marriage in three ways. Calculating total number of marriages. When we study family, sociologists also try to calculate the total number of marriages which has taken place. Examining marriage rate, number of marriage plus 1,000 population. Examining the marriage rate of unmarried women aged 18 to 44 age, and sociologists prefer that a pattern of divorce and remarriage as serial monogamy. Cohabitation or living together out of the wedlock has increased nearly eightfold since 1970 in a new system of marriage. There are new ways of marriage which is taking place. So when we study family, it is very important to study and look upon family in a sociological perspective. So first in line, we can say it as a structural functionalism. That what does the structural functionalism says about a family? It focuses on the structure, properties and important social functions performed by the institutions. What are the social functions? That is the idea of the structural functions. Conflict perspective emphasizes how family perpetuates patterns of social inequality rather than providing benefits to the society as a whole. The family is seen as a principal institution in which dominance of men over the women is expressed in the society. Means there is a dominance of men over the women. Exchange theory focuses on the issue of cost, reward, available resources, and equity in interaction. Basic premises: individuals use their different individual resources to bargain and secure advantage in relationship. And interactionism emphasizes on individual and situation, concern with internal family dynamics, how is the meaning and constructed within the family. Feminist gender is central to the analysis of family, male dominance in family and society in oppressive women. Okay, so there are certain Muslims of Western, when we talk about family, we need to take account all the religions. So their nuclear family lack monotony. Several families are embedded in an extended family called the Zadoja. The Zadoja is headed by the male and his wife, and each family have a sleeping room and material possession, and that was being done. So in 9 years of Southwest India, what is their family type like? I have tried to explain in the slide. So this is about family which we speak about when we speak in sociology about family. So now we come down to a very, very important topic, which is when we talk about family, we need to talk about kinship also. Kinship is something that how do we enter into relationships, how do we, if you see a syllabus, your UPSC syllabus, you will find a portion on kinship. So in India, under Indian society. So this is also very important, which I will take up, and this is how it goes, that when you talk about kinship, kinship is also very important. I am been sharing these slides with your ma'am, so you can always refer to them. The coordinator can share it with the students so that it is helpful. Okay, what is kinship? When we talk about kinship, sense of being related to another person, that how I am related to the person. Set of rules of being related, often taken for granted, natural rather than cultural. Cultural defines the blood relative differently. What is a kin? Kin is all the individuals who are considered to be related to you, all the members of your extended family. Kindred, a concept different from the kin. Kindred are those whom one is related and who come together for support and special occasions. When we have special occasions in our family, then we don't say that the kin has come together. We say that the kindreds have come together. Okay, so under the kinship, we have that descent groups. Descent groups are permanent social units whose members believe that their ancestor is common. Descent groups are frequently exogamous in nature, means when a person gets married in a particular community, they have to marry outside their clan. So that is exogamous in nature. Unilinear descent in a kin written through one side of the family, patrilineal and matrilineal. Bilateral descent taken in both the lineage. Cognitive descendant rules, both male and female parentage are used to establish relationship. Bilateral descendant, it is the most common cognitive rule. Bilateral descent takes in account descent evenly on both male and female sides. Okay, ambilinear descendant is ambiguous depending upon social benefits such as tracing one's lineage with famous descent residents. The lineage is a mix of male and female relatives. Unilinear descendant rules restrict patrilineal links exclusive to males or exclusive to the females. Okay, so what is the kinship calculation? Kinship calculation is ego refers to the leader, that the mother's brother's son, the mother's brother's daughter, mother's sister's son, mother's sister's daughter, father's brother's son, father's brother's daughter, father's sister's son, father's sister's daughter. So this is how we calculate and what we have formed when we do the kinship calculation also. So as per terminology, so we have a lineal where we have a nuclear family, we have a new local residence, and because of industrialization, this has grown. Then we have bifurcate merging where the unilinear managing, patrilineal and matrilineal, patrilocal and matrilocal. So we can have horticulture society, pastoralic society, agricultural society. Generation is ambilineal, descendant group, ambilocal, and agriculture, horticulture, all these things. And bifocal collateral varies from time and again. So you can see in the diagram, students, that in the lecture you can see how I have drawn this lineal collaterals, and when we do sociology, we clearly want to see, and when you go for an example also, these three definitions are very important to know, that who is your lineage, who is your collateral, who is your affinal. Affinal is the one who you get with the marriage. Collateral is who is your siblings, who are your straight siblings. Lineage, who comes in your lineage, that is very important. Now I go to this. After this, then you can have the lineage terminology, what we use: mother, auntie, father, father's uncle. Then we can bifurcate the lineage also. Then we can have a generational terminology, so parents and siblings and the same terms. Then we can have like this we have counting the cousin, who is the first cousin, who is the second cousin. That is very, very important. So by diagrammatical representation, we try to understand in sociology who is related to us. But we also concentrate when we study kinship, that is the point of incest. Incest refers to a sexual relationship with a close relative. The incest is taboo is a cultural universe, that we don't marry with our brothers and sisters. What constitutes incest varies from culture to culture. In societies with unilinear descendants, patrilineal marriage, the incest taboos are defined based on the distinction between two kinds of the first cousins, parallel cousins and cross cousins. Sexual relationship with the parallel cousins is incestuous because they belong to the same generation and same descent. Any cross cousin is not infectious because they belong to a different group or a moiety. So after, when we talk about marriage and kinship, it is necessary for us to talk about bride wealth also, which we know as dowry also. So how does it happen? If we talk about, if you are posted somewhere as an IAS officer, many a times the social problems which you look upon is dowry, polygyny, and all these things which come in a society which you have to take care. Particularly in descendant male society, marriage partners represent an alliance of a larger social unit. Bride wealth is a gift from the husband to the king. To the king. So to the king, and bride wealth is a gift from the husband to the kings and wives, which stabilizes the marriage by acting as an insurance against divorce. And what is a bride price is rejected as an appropriate label because of the connotation of the sale are imposed, but polygyny price is considered as equivalent term. Dowry, much less common from the bride wealth, collaterals with a low status of the woman. Fertility is often considered essential to the stability of the marriage. Polygyny may be practiced to ensure fertility. Durable alliance, the existence of one. Okay, so we are talking about durable alliances, the existence of customs which are supplicate and leverage includes importance of marriage as an alliance between the group. What is a supplicate marriage? Includes surrogate marriage involves the widowers marrying one of his deceased wife's sister, and leverage are marriages of the widow marrying one of her deceased husband's brother. Okay, so we have the pieties and the moieties. Some society groups have their clans in even larger scales of unilateral descent and the pieties. And as with clans, the actual genealogical links are not clear and pietary ancestors are mythical. Entire society may be divided into two large, two linear descendants that have reciprocal responsibilities and privileges. These groups are known as the moieties in nature. The distinction between the pieties and the moieties are not simply the matter of the number of grouping. Moieties are extended and a produce of a balance of position and constantly reinforce social and economic challenge. Exchanges between them results in social equity and political stability. Societies and usually consist of few thousands of people and less, in contrast of pieties and other larger, and the clan of pieties is usually to demonstrate all districts. Membership in union clan, moieties, pieties are inherited and usually continues throughout life. As a result, there is unilateral disputes often function successfully as a long-term joint property owners and economic production team. So I've given you 6 basic classes of kinship as a pattern in various things. So how do they have the pattern? You can actually go through when you are actually talking about it. So there are ambilocality, there is bilocality. What is the locality in which a person stays, and this is what is all about kinship. So today we have spoken about family and kinship, and we will try to speak little about, since we have time, so we will try to speak little about religion. Okay, so we will speak little about religion, and after religion I will try to speak little about education, which is also a part of the system when we do social system. Okay, so let me go to religion. Okay, so this is what we know about religion and basic concepts, that why we study religion in sociology and what is the way of how to be defined. Religion is a universally found in every culture. Religion is defined by Durkheim. Durkheim was one of the leading sociologists. Unified system of belief, even fear. Profane includes ordinary and a commonplace. Functionalism. How does functionalism understand religion? Manifest functions. Religion defines spiritual world and gives meaning to the divine. Religion also provides an explanation of the events that are difficult to understand. Purposes of life, why do people suffer, what is afterlife, what is the sense of people being around. That is all what religion discusses. Okay, so Durkheim, when he was studying the integrative functions of religion, viewed religion as an integrative force in human society. And he said that it gives meaning to the purpose of the life, gives ultimate values and ends hold common, strengthens social integration and social faith, and instances of local religious loyalties and dysfunctions. Okay, functionalism is this. So, what is in Marxist approach? Marxist approach is Marx are atheists who believe in the existence of the God, and Marx recognized as a promoted stability within the society, but as a perpetual pattern of social inequality. According to Marx, religion serves as an elite by legitimizing the status quo and deviating people's action for social inequality. In this view, religion often drags the masses into submission and offers the consolation and harsh lives of the earth. And religion describes religion as a propitiation of masses. Okay, so it can also be understood, as Marx have understood, that what does a functionalist in a sociological perspective understand? Functionalist religion is a source of social integration and unification. Religion is a source of social support for an individual. Conflict is the religious potential for the social action which takes place, and a potential source for structural social development. Interactionist individual religious expressions and beliefs and rituals, and feminist religion is an instrument women's subordination except the rule of religious socialization. So what are the religious organization? Religious organization can be church, we can say temple, we can say mosque, we can say dominations, there can be sex, and there can be cults which have to be studied. Okay, so this was little about religion. We know about what you will require in the exam. Again, we'll talk about education. Education is any type education. All societies are critically important in creating moral unity, social cohesion, harmony, moral values for the foundation of the society. Education refers to create structures, programs, curricula, technical advancement, rational and social unity. And Max Weber also says analyzes schools from the point of view of status competition, organizational concepts, school as autocracy, places equilibrium near the anarchy because of the students who are forced to go to school, the oppressive and the demeaning students, non-compliance and forms of resistance. This is what a person has to talk about education. In conflict perspective, educational expansion best explained by status group struggles and educational credentials such as college diplomas, primarily status symbols rather than indicators of actual achievement to secure ambitious places and employment and social structure. Cultural capital passes on to family, schools, education, and identity and life chances. Okay, Rama, I will stop here today. Okay, and we will again see. I'll see you again on Monday. Okay, yeah, you can record it. Okay, yeah. Thank you.